Shitty Forensics. Episode 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're trying to figure out what happened to this car.
Right.
And Officer Zonj is like... You have to say what you said happened.
Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't aware that
This
that's
is
what
why
was
the
happening.
shows don't have legs.
Damn it.
People overuse the word savage. You're not savage. You didn't wish somebody happy birthday.
Hey guys, it's me, Zoya, just hanging out here with some bad furniture. We got, bed and couch. It's bad furniture.
You gotta make a joke about it.
What did the bed say to the couch? Tired.
I got a couple things I want to talk
Go
about.
ahead, man. Get it.
Let me get all my
Hey,
ducks
get in
in a
there.
row.
Let me see what time we're at. Good. Get in there.
That's a funny expression.
Get in
Getting all your ducks in a row.
It is a funny expression.
Who was like...
I know, it's so weird.
Before we do anything important,
I'm going to look it up.
It's important to line up these ducks. Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you? Is there a difference between tap water that we get in our apartments and when you ask for water at a restaurant?
It depends on what part of the city they're in, because a lot of the tap water comes from like different pipes. So, and it really kind of does depend on the pipes too. Like I really, and kind of like where it's coming from.
Okay.
So I would say tap water in like Chicago is probably way different than tap water in LA.
I'm talking LA specific.
LA specific?
From our apartment to like the nearest restaurant.
I'm pretty sure it's probably the same.
It's the same,
It
even though it
must
comes out
be.
of a gun. There's no filter in the gun. So many buttons.
There might be a filter.
Uh-huh.
There might be a filter where it comes from.
I drink water in restaurants all the time, and I always just hope it's different. So the water's sitting in my toilet right now.
Honestly, I don't think it's that different.
The only
I really
difference
don't.
between that water and the brunch place is somebody dropped a cucumber in the brunch place.
I've always like thought about why everyone thinks it's so disgusting to like touch toilet water.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, I get the idea of like the bacteria in the bowl.
Yeah.
Like that's probably unpleasant.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
if you clean your toilet regularly, then and you touch the toilet water,
Yeah.
it's kind of like
I think it's mostly a mental thing.
yeah, it's got to be it's like the hair thing. Like I know some people have a problem with like loose hair.
Yeah.
Like loose hair in their food or something.
Some people lose hair in their
Some
food.
people lose hair in their food. And I've always thought, I mean, I think maybe some famous comedian did a bit about this, but it's like
Jerry Seinfeld.
is it
did
Seinfeld? He said like
hair
what
in the shower.
and he's like, it doesn't bother you when it's on your head.
Yeah. Doesn't
Like-
bother you when it's on your head.
But when it's like on the
the
soap, it's a
shower.
nightmare. Yeah, it's so weird. Like it's one of those things maybe.
So but that's like where shit hangs out.
Yeah, but like it's where shit hangs out for moments, and then it goes away, and it's flushed with fresh water.
If there was a billiards place where you knew that every Wednesday a bunch of like Nazis showed up, would you hang out?
Well, we hang out
would you eat food out of the billiards?
I mean, the
place?
thing is we hang out at a lot of places where shits hang out. Like, let's be honest about that.
There's all different kinds of shits where we hang
Anywhere
out.
we go to have a seat publicly, there might have been a shit sitting there.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
I cannot find the meaning behind having your ducks in a row.
That means somebody just started saying it and hoped that it would catch on.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I've had so many of those it doesn't catch on. Except for horny.
To
Horny
get one's
kind
ducks
of
in a row. Yeah, horny.
horny has legs.
Yeah, this is so strange. I can't find the origins. Getting ducks in a row meaning origins.
Could we I mean you can
Aha.
imply. Go ahead.
This is great. Worldwide words.
What if this was the forum, the Backyard Chickens forum? They knew exactly where it came from.
Dun, dun. Where is that song? I haven't heard it in a while. Where is it? There it is. All right. Sorry, that bit's dead, guys. You guys keep asking about it. It's gone.
As a DB.
It's a dead bit. That's a DBDB.
Welcome back to DVD.
That's a DBDB.
Yeah. We should set
The
up
DBDB Hall of Fame.
a physical like graveyard.
The DBDB. Yeah, we'll
Find a
put
field.
we'll put the old lady in there. We'll put the backyard chickens.
Yeah.
What's another one we don't do
Bury the
anymore?
actual old lady in there when she passes away.
Yeah. This has been. No, this has been is still around.
Instead of rest in peace, it says this has been.
The old lady. That's actually really funny. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
We should do like a poster or something.
A poster would be great. I was gonna say a T-shirt, but poster.
Yeah, t-shirt's
it
good
suits
too.
a poster.
Probably same design could go on both.
Hey, if there's any of you guys out there who are quick with a pen,
Leo Campbell writes in, what is the origin of the phrase getting your ducks in a row?
Leo Cambo.
It's the Leo. That could be in the dead bits too. 'Cause
What,
Leo kind of just comes
Leo,
and goes.
it sneaks in there.
It does sneak in. What was the
Can't put your 6 feet under.
tweets and questions?
Tweez and queasums would be a good
tweets
one.
and questions. There's probably more we're not thinking of, and people are yelling at their radio right now.
Don't yell at it.
It seems to be common in the English-speaking world, and I know that the meaning conveys the idea of getting one's affairs sorted, but how and why did the phrase come out this way? Why ducks? When you get them in a row, do you shoot them all with just one bullet?
Why is that the first thing?
Because it's always about killing animals, these idioms.
I don't like that.
It does indeed refer to having matters neatly and efficiently organized, the answer says, and all your duties taken care of. It became known in the 1980s as a management exhortation to staff, but is now a cliche. This is an early example. Be there 11 earliest, Toby had said. 11 is already too early, George. They won't arrive till 12. It was only 10:30, but he wanted the time. He wanted to circle before he settled. Time, as Enderbury would say, to get his ducks in a row.
1,000%. That example could have been way shorter. Than
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
That's a too long answer.
But that's like one of the earliest examples of ducks in a row from 1980. It says, until recently it was thought that the first written example was only a year earlier in Stephen King's novel The Stand, with the variation to line up one's ducks known from 1978. Then Barry Poppick of the American Dialect Society found it in the issue of the Washington Post of June 13th, 1932. That's insane, by the way. Is that someone... He's from the American Dialect
What's
Society.
his name? Jerry Poppins.
Barry Poppins. Barry Poppins' daddies. He's of the American Dialect Society, which is really cool. Like Wes Anderson should make a movie
How
about
do you get that job?
the American Dialect Society. You probably have to go to college for a long time and learn a lot about the language.
I'm out.
Or languages. But this means that this Barry Poppins guy, he made it like a thing to like find where getting your ducks in a row came from. And that means, and this is definitely before the internet, so that means he like went to libraries and shit.
He's
and,
like American Pickers for phrases.
Yeah, but imagine that. You'd have to like where would you even fucking start?
West Virginia.
You would probably question people. You'd go to like libraries or
Yeah.
you'd go to like professors.
So you'd say, "Have you ever used the phrase "get all your ducks in a row"?" Yeah. Okay. Where did you
hear it?
hear that? And then you go to that
and then,
person's house.
yeah, then you go to that person's house
Forever until
Mike,
there's
you
no
could
more
have been a
houses.
detective because that's how you do it.
Maybe I'll just start a different job.
It's very interesting though that's how they did that. I'm only assuming that's how it was.
It's just so funny to think that one day there was like a farmer or something, and somebody said, "Hey, Dan, you want to go get breakfast or something like that?" And then he looked down at his like coop, and all of his ducks were like scattered around. He was like, "Hold on,
Can you give me like a hard 3?
hey,
I've got to get my ducks all lined up.
hey, can I go out for breakfast or what?" You gonna organize so I can go out for get a mimosa?
What if it's like someone? It's like the earliest like recorded OCD thing, and it's like
somebody picking up ducks by the head?
yeah,
and
it's like they've
physically
got to
rounding
be
them
in
up.
a row before I leave the house.
They're arranged according
get
to height
these-
and age.
Then Barry Poppins.
I have to touch my duck 8 times on the head before I.
Yeah, then flip the switch up 3 times. But yeah, he found an issue. He found it in an issue of the Washington Post from 1932. And it said, can you imagine how happy he was when he found this?
Dude, I just thought of a really gross joke.
Okay, I want to hear it.
I don't think it's...
Will you tell me after? Will you remember?
No.
Write down gross joke on your paper. And then give yourself a couple of details and we'll talk about it. So he found this in the issue of the Washington Post in 1932. It says, "We have a world filled today with problems, and we are trying to get our economic ducks in a row," suggesting that it had been around much longer. This is currently the earliest known example from 1889, and it said, damn, this keeps going back.
Yeah,
First
right.
it was like, it was first coined in the 80s.
1993.
Yeah, here's the oldest one from 1889. It's like, fuck you, who wrote this?
That's just like every young person who thinks they wrote every joke on
yeah,
Twitter.
exactly. But here, isn't it funny though that like people will be doing this for like Twitter stuff too? Like, where did Dat Boy originate?
Yeah.
Like, we'll have to find out. But anyway, no one will remember Dat Boy.
No, if somebody does that, it's like know your meme or something.
Oh, really?
Like that. Yeah.
I'm assuming that has to be a thing. But
That boy,
That Boy Frog.
son of that man.
So this is currently the earliest known example. In the meantime, the Democrats are getting their ducks in a row, and their ticket is promised to be very strong. The first image that comes to mind when I hear the expression is of a lower middle class living room in Britain in the 1950s or 60s, which might well have a set of 3 painted plaster ducks marching in a neat diagonal line up the wall. What?
What happened?
They are now...
Are they in that painting with all, all
Yeah.
the steroids?
They are not now often found, the fashion for them having been mocked out of existence by middle-class commenters. Oh, I see, commentators. So they're talking about the plaster ducks like thing that people used to have in their homes in the 50s or whatever. When the earliest examples of the phrase were known only from the late 1970s. What? Oh, when the earliest examples of the phrase were known only from the late 1970s, we might have guessed that this is where the idiom came from, but now we know it originated in the U.S. in the 19th century. That can't be true. Writers have suggested that the idiom comes from the game of pool.
Oh, no.
Mike,
This has been...
what is happening? Why does this keep happening?
Is this the end?
Whenever we dig into something, it always has to correlate to something we've already been talking about.
What if we go outside and it's a different year?
It's 1885!
We rip through and we meet our arms?
What are those strange moccasins you're wearing there? Why is your hair so long?
Wait, let me look on my phone for where we are. But my phone doesn't work.
I've got LTE only, no Wi-Fi.
We went back to 3 weeks ago.
Mike, I can't waste my data. This bill's gonna be insane. and then at the end of the movie, it's like we get back to our regular time, and then I get a phone bill, and it's like $3 trillion.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then they rolls the credits.
That circle strikes in.
Yeah. So they're saying it comes from the game of pool, in which a ball in front of a pocket, an easy shot, is sometimes called a duck. To have a row of balls ready to be potted was to have all one's ducks in a row. The term is known. It derives from sitting duck, but there's no evidence it has anything to do with the idiom.
And everyone knows the best possible time to get all your ducks in a row is around 11 a.m. With your own
own personal cue. More plausibly, it's been suggested that it derives from the fairground amusement of shooting at a row of mechanical ducks, or from wild fowling, in which to get ducks in a row meant one shot could pot a number of birds at once.
Dude,
Wow.
this is all about lines of ducks.
Yeah.
And your own cue, which is a fancy term for British
A line. Oh. Fuck.
I don't like that the light changes.
You know what it means, though.
I know exactly what it means. Oh, boy.
I've got a breast down here. I'm going to get a breast of this situation.
Can I tell you something else?
No, I'm not done.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Check this out. A newspaper reported an extraordinary example of such a practice, which you may feel requires you to suspend disbelief.
This belief.
John Mitchell, who shoots game for market, recently killed 42 wild ducks at one shot at his pond on Blackwater River.
Massacre.
This is from 1901. Mr. Mitchell's plan of getting the ducks in a row is by baiting them with corn in a long galvanized trough, which is sunk at a convenient distance from his blind. Then he fires a large gun, heavily charged with shot. But I can't help feeling that it's more likely to derive from another aspect of the life of real ducks. Think of a mother duck taking her brood from nest to water with her ducklings waddling in a line behind her. You got that image, Mike?
I'm picturing it right now.
That's an image that could have led to the idiom being created at almost any time. These two supporting usages are 30 years earlier than the idiom. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Yes, said the ducklings, waddling on. That's better, said their mother. Hold on, these ducks are talking.
Now they're talking ducks. What year was this?
That's a great question. We'll have to dig into that after this. But well-bred ducks walk in a row, straight one behind the other. Yes, said the little ducks again, all waddling in a row. Now to the pond, said old Dame Duck. Splash, splash, and in they go. And that, of course, is from Goodrich's Fifth School Reader by Samuel Griswold Goodrich, 1857. And, of course, thanks go to Benjamin Barrett for finding it.
We gotta have him on sometime. Benjamin Barrett.
And then another example is, we walked in a row like ducks going to the field. And, of course, that's from the Annals of the Propagation of the Faith, Volume 15, from 1854, also from Garson O'Chewell.
You sound like
History. History.
What did I sound like, man?
like when the people do the NPR.
Oh yeah,
splash at the end of
these
more
are brought to you by
podcasts.
yeah. According to President Trump's latest address of the nation,
I'm April Foley.
And in the background, there's like ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm gonna have to hold off on what you've been holding on to say to me for what seems like hours now, so that I can do just a little bit of an ad read here.
Let's make them good.
Guys, have you heard of what I like to call Dollar Shave Club?
I've heard of it. I'm a big fan. Can I tell you a little inside info about Dollar Shave
Give
Club?
me some all inside of that all baseball.
He sent us some butt wipes,
Yeah.
and it changed my whole
Oh, dude,
life.
have you never used those?
And not ones with like aloe vera.
I know, man. And there's some that have a minty little tinge.
It's like your asshole goes to the doctor.
It's like your asshole got a great little mint and it's sucking on it down there while you're wiping down your crud.
It's like the dentist wiped down your crud.
It's like the dentist went in with fingers made of peppermint and he picked off those dung crumbs one by one.
Get out of here, Elmer Crud.
And he pulled them right out of your pubic hair. I guess that would be your, what would that be, anal hair?
I think it's the
Dollar
same
Shave Club, hey guys, your bathroom called. Is your refrigerator running? It's time to give it the cleaning it deserves. Hey, get rid of all the junk that's lying around. You know that your bathroom's a goddamn mess. Freshen it up with high quality products from Dollar Shave Club. Members like me
And me.
and Mike, we get everything we need from our morning routine delivered right to our door. Here's the scoop. DollarShaveClub.com will deliver everything you need to look, feel, and smell your best. And guess what? Dollar Shave Club, it's more than just razors. And it's better than just shopping in a dang grocery store looking for your dang perfect razor. Oh, is this one going to burn my skin?
It would take you all day to find all the things that they could send you.
Yeah. Is this one going to nick my purse? Dollar Shave Club has razors, shave butter, shampoo, body wash, toothpaste, everything you need to look, smell, and feel your best. Guys, I'm telling you what, I got a package in the mail from Dollar Shave Club. It included those wipes, which I freaking love.
Yeah.
They're so good. It's just a fancy way to treat your butt. You only get one, folks.
Treat your butt.
You only got one butt in that pot in the bank. So I got. Oh, you know what I got is the executive razor, Mike, which is probably what you got too.
Yeah.
And
Real fancy weighted.
It's
handle.
a weighted metal thing, and they send you the blades.
Then you have the blades.
And their Dr. Carver's shave butter is fantastic. I've used it for years. Back in the SourceFed days, we got the shave butter, and I absolutely love it. I use it to shave my important bits.
Yeah,
I've got a beard. We both have beards.
It's so important this down here.
But what we do is we gotta have...
And that'll take care of it.
Yeah, it goes on clear, so you can see where you're shaving, which is really great. It doesn't cover it up with the suds.
That's ancient time thing.
Oh yeah, man. It's totally... This is shit your dad was dealing with.
What, are you living in your dad?
No way, man. No longer are we living in our dads. And since the Dollar Shave Club delivers everything to you, you don't have to set a foot in a store, damn it. Wandering the aisles, hunting for razors, shampoo, body wash, toothpaste. You don't have to do any of that. So guys, clean up your bathroom and your morning routine. Join Dollar Shave Club today, and for just $5 with free shipping, you'll get the 6-blade executive razor plus trial sizes of the shave butter, the body cleanser, and One Wipe Charlie's. Those are the ones Mike and I are talking about.
Charlie's.
One Wipe Charlie, baby. And then keep the blades coming for a few bucks more a month. Get yours at dollarshaveclub.com/banter. That's dollarshaveclub.com/banter. How about that?
Great job.
Mike, I've got a quick question for you. Sorry,
the
I know
song
we're in
matches your shirt.
Thanks, man. I know we're right in the middle of a very important... we're talking about ducks over here and pool. Yeah. But I want to talk about Wink.
Okay. I'd love that. And I'll tell you why I'd love that.
Why do you love that?
Because I'm terrible at picking out wine.
Oh, man. So that's where we're at right now.
There's too many, Steve.
Yeah.
You go to this store, the liquor store over there?
Yeah.
There's rows of wine. It's like a library of wines.
It really is.
And how am I going to pick the perfect one that all my guests are going to like that's going to pair with my dinner?
Frankly, it's overwhelming.
Don't bring Frank into this, but I'm scared.
You know, I've never been a huge wine drinker, Mike.
Sure.
But I know that you have a glass from time to time, and you and Zoya imbibe in a glass.
You know what I heard about these guys?
And I am also intimidated by the wine aisle. I got to be honest. Like, I don't know much about it, and I walk around and I don't know what to do. And usually, I have to get the attention of someone that doesn't want to work at that place and say, like, I'm looking for wine, and they say, hold on, let me get somebody else, because they don't want to do it.
No one else works there.
And and then it's just next thing you know, 30 minutes in, I'm holding 3 bottles of wine somehow, and I'm trying to decide which one my dad wants.
Yeah.
And so I'll tell you what, and by the way, we're calling it Wink, and you're thinking like, oh, ding, I know how to do that. But actually it's spelled W-I-N-C, Wink, W-I-N-C. And what it
like incorporated.
is...
It's
Mike,
like
have you gotten Wink wines? You've done the ad read.
Yeah.
And you've gotten the Wink wines.
Yeah.
What was it? Can you explain that? What the process was like, or was it easy for you?
They go by your personality. And they ask you all these questions.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and they set you up with wines. Like they ask you how you like your coffee. They ask you what you like to eat. They
Mike,
ask you
can I give you
how
a
many
challenge?
times we exercise.
Can I give you a challenge?
Yeah.
How about you pick a wine that you're gonna love, but there's a catch. It has to be one you haven't had before.
Whoa! Now you're telling me to, and then what I haven't had before.
Yeah, man. And this is kind of like, this goes into what you were saying, and I interrupted you. But yeah, it's definitely a way to discover great wine, because they select wines matched to your taste, like you said, personalized to you. Shipped right to your door, starting at just $13 a bottle, which is a great price for wine. I've had to buy wine for family members, and sometimes, frankly, I'm goddamn upset about how much wine costs.
I've seen you upset.
I'm sorry. I'll squeeze my own grapes into a damn glass.
I know how
Thank
to
you very much.
I know how to squeeze grapes and wait.
Yeah, dog. But now Wink Wink makes it so much easier. I don't have to do any of that. I have no work to do at all. I don't even have to leave my home because guess what? There's nothing like coming home to a box of delicious Wink wine selected just for you, and it's the best day of your month.
Just imagine if you went into the store and you were real like desperate about it, and you asked the person at the front desk, "Please help. I know nothing about wine. Please help me." And they did a good job.
Yeah,
that's what's happening.
Yeah, and that's every time with Wink,
and you don't have to leave
really
your
cool.
homes.
So they'll ask you questions like, "How do you take your coffee? How do you feel about blueberries?" Stuff like that.
Are you a racist?
And then they'll totally curate a wine that's based on your taste. I think that's really cool. And each month there's new delicious wines, like the insanely popular Summer Water Rosé, which I've actually seen in the grocery stores.
Rosé, that's all the rage right now.
It certainly is. It's what all the rapsters are drinking in the club.
Drinking rap.
And guess what, guys? There's no membership fees. You can skip any month, cancel any time. Shipping is covered. And if you don't like a bottle they send you, they'll replace it with a bottle you'll love. No questions asked. So discover great wine today. Go to trywink.com/banter. You'll get $20 off your first shipment. And I'm going to have to spell that for you guys because it's a little bit, it might be a little, that's TRY, try. WINC, trywink.com/banter for $20 off. Trywink.com/banter for $20 off. Trywink.com/banter for 20% off.
$20 or 20%?
$20.
That's great.
$20. Sorry. Trywink. Let me try that one more time. That's TRYWINC.com/banter for $20 off. Let's get percentages out of there.
Get out. We're not talking about those right now.
Please, I'm so sorry if you're hearing this and you're from Wink and you're like,
we're not
about to put the check
about
on the
percentages
make good
right
box. Please don't do that to me. I swear I'm making it clear right now. I'm making it so clear that 20% was a mistake. I'm saying trywink.com/banner for $20 off.
Yeah. This kind of goes into my gross joke from before because you were talking about OCD.
Yeah.
I think I have OCD when I masturbate because I can't unless I touch my dick like 1,000 times. My dad
that's
and
so
my
good.
friend's grandma listen to this show.
So does my mom. Hi, Mom. Love you.
I'm very sorry.